My name is Breda Murphy. I'm from Gortmore Road in Finglas. I got the nail infection in 2015. I was in the garden messing with the rosebush, cutting and stuff like that. I had no gardening gloves on, and I got a prick of a thorn, the rose thorn. I didn't take any heed of it. I should have really put antibac on it. But I noticed then a couple of weeks after that the finger was very sore. I went to the doctor, and he gave me this lacquer that you get this kit, and you kind of file the top of the nail down and you put the lacquer on every week. I did that, and it didn't really get rid of it. And then I noticed then it started to spread into the different nails, and then into the other hand. And the doctor, I kept going back to the doctor and repeating this lacquer. And then I spoke to the pharmacist, and she said, it's inside you, you need to get a tablet. So I went to the doctor and I said, the pharmacist told me I need to get a tablet. So he said, okay. So he looked up and he put me on this tablet. And this was last year, around last summer. And I was delighted. I was on the tablet for 2 months. And I was so relieved, because it's so aggravating, like it can get you psychologically, this infection. And I discovered then I was losing my taste buds after 2 months on the tablets. I had really low mood. I didn't know why I was so down on myself. I was saying to my daughter, so she looked up the name of the tablets, and she went onto the internet, and she saw that there was lots of people taking these tablets that were nearly suicidal. Believe it or not, honestly. So I went to the doctor again. He said, we'll take you off those. So he put me back on the lacquer, and I've been using the lacquer since, but I find it very, very difficult. Whether I'm not doing it properly or not, I don't know. But I find it difficult to get rid of it. So they were torn kind of raggedy, you know, when they got to a certain length. Yeah. So that's how I'd be putting the plasters on to hide. You know, the way they'd break when they got to a certain length. They're short now, but when they get to, you can see it a bit on that one. I don't know, but it's gone hard now. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have it so long. But they would kind of just tear, continually tear. When you have extreme heat or extreme cold, it's very cold, it stings a lot, and you've got a dull kind of a pain, whether it's either too hot or too cold. This one now, I don't know why this got so bad and spread into all the fingers. I don't know.
Would you be afraid of spreading it then to other people, like shaking hands and stuff? Yeah,
you'd feel a little bit, you know, I shook your hand this morning. But yeah, you do be a little bit, and I'd be continually using antibacterial, you know, the antibac all the time, you know.
So it's a nuisance.
It is, yeah, and as I say, it can really get you psychologically, it can nearly drive you mad, it can overtake you. And it sounds ridiculous, but it's because you can't get rid of it. It's so difficult to get rid of. Like, I'm hoping the laser now gets rid of it.
So this has affected your confidence as well?
It has, and I've been covering up the nails with plasters and all sorts, which probably didn't help the infection, because you'd be trying to hide the broken, you know, the way the nails break from the infection. It just takes you over.
Yeah.
It's like you feel as if you just, what are you going to, so like going into the hospital and asking to take off all the nails. I was so distracted with it. Oh my God. But anyway, then I heard about the laser. So my son said, well, go in and ask all the questions and make sure it works.
And was the laser painful?
It was slightly uncomfortable. It could be, yeah. The last lot I was getting done was a little bit uncomfortable. But like, it's worth it, it's bearable. I'd much rather the laser for the simple reason, the taste buds and the low mood. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was relieved then when Gail said to me, that's one of my girls, no, I've looked up the name of this tablet, and the people are nearly suicidal because they've low mood, they have no taste buds, and if I had been on it for, I think the recommended time is 6 months, I probably wouldn't have got the taste buds back, because I was speaking to people, you know, around the place, and they were saying their sisters and that they hadn't got any taste buds. They didn't get them back. My son told me the laser was good, and it was really desperation. at this stage. Like, as I said, I nearly wanted to go into a hospital and tell them to cut the nails off, which I'm very squeamish, like I wouldn't, you know, but I got to that desperation point. I would try anything. So I thought this hopefully now this will work, this is the last. Because it does overtake you. I'm hoping like it's going to get rid of it. I'm hoping the desperation's going to go.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know, that I'm going to get rid of it. Hopefully in the name of God.
Yeah.
Well, as I say, it wasn't that bad at all. It was worth it, well worth it, you know, the little bit of heat.
Yeah.